everyone, and welcome to this unboxing video for Brutality's Character Packs. So, these are the individual character packs that exist that were basically the stretch goals for the Kickstarter, added onto the core game, that weren't improvements to the physical components of the core game, such as making the tokens better or things like that. Each of these packs has 2 characters in them, with the exception of one, which comes with 2 physical terrain pieces. I think 2. We'll see. It's at least 2 types. I don't know if it's one of each or more is more what I mean. So let's start with this one first, just because that's what's in my hand. Yay, not having to deal with vacuum seals or things like that. Alright, so it comes with the 2 figures and the character cards for each of them. And just like in the core game, they are details on the front, story stuff on the back with full image. We've got Mary the Brutal. Reminds me of the female barbarian from Diablo 3 in full plate, which honestly, you can get that character in full plate. And then we have Crowley, the Plague Baron. Looks kind of like an undeadish kind of dude. Like, has a skull face and everything. Looks like he's collecting a bunch of corpse bits and has a plague of rats following him, including one on his shoulder. So, here is Mary, a double space character. I don't know if that's going to be relevant in the game. I assume it will. But she's got her, not rune blade, but kind of looks like it's sword over her shoulder, a mini keg on her hip, and a horn flagon flask thing, cup, and bear effigies for knee pads. Cool. Proper full plate, too, not boob plate. I always appreciate that. Like, hey, if people like blue plate, that's great and all, but I prefer seeing proper armor and weapons. Ooh, and Crowley here is a dense model, but you can see the rats on the base, the one on his shoulder very clearly. He's definitely got the skullish face on one side, and those corpse bits are just very clearly in there. And yeah, the sword looks like a bone version of Frostmourne. Again, I really like the aesthetic of this game. It reminds me a lot, as much as I've referenced Blizzard products more often, it reminds me a lot, as I said in the core game unboxing video, of Darkest Dungeons aesthetic. Now, next we have these 2. Saving the single one for last. And by the looks of the back of the box, it does come with one of each terrain piece, but again, we'll see. And this is just like with the other one, 2 characters and their stat cards. And here we have Tarjan, the Righteous Executioner. Reminds me of a monk, except just with a giant-ass sword and a book, and a noose around his waist. And then we have Atticus Kilgore, Leviathan Hunter. And he is a double giant harpoon-wielding badass. He's like as if Captain Ahab wasn't a dumbass. And also, one. So, respectively, here's their models. He is also a double base, but you can see, like, he's also got a rune blade, he's got his book, there's the noose. The book's got nothing on it, but I don't ever mind that when painting. I usually paint those in. And, oh god, he has, I don't know if that's supposed to be like a heavy scale mail, or if that's big enough, like, things coming off of it that it would count as spikes. And he's got a little wolf crest that actually looks a lot like the Witcher crest. Then we have the Leviathan Hunter here, who looks like a shorter individual. Not as short as the Monarch Torturer from the core game, but definitely shorter than most of the characters. He's got his double harpoon and everything, peg leg, a bunch of different spikes all over him, the giant tooth necklace, relatively giant, it's almost as big as his head. And did they put the scar in? I cannot tell, honestly. I think they might have, and then the model quality or tried to, and then the model quality just isn't as good as some games. That's okay. I didn't expect high quality from this. I did buy it for the models, as I said in the core unboxing, but that's because I wanted more the artistic aesthetic, not the quality. That just to be recognizable. And then on to the last one. This is just the single character, and the terrain. I don't know if the physical terrain's going to have any other rules to it, but we'll see in a second. But I still appreciate it. It'll make for nice scenic views, honestly. And also, those will be really easy to paint. Alright, there is just one of each. We've got a stone wall, and then a giant spike column, which is actually really pointy just physically. Oh, and it's got a little chain bit on top. Cool. Oh, and the nice part about the stone wall, while it is clearly two slabs kind of put together of plastic, they are not the same, just flipped. They are entirely different. So that's appreciated. And then, yeah, there are no mechanical cards for them. But then we have Rangoth, Demon King. And he is just a big hulking bastard with a broken sword. Like, it's broken shard-like, so it's still very choppy, but it's clearly meant to be a lot bigger. And then this guy is just... I'm concerned those horns might break, but this looks gorgeous. He also, unlike any of the other models, takes up 3 spaces. So he's got that nice detailed tail. His feet they're not cloven hooves, but they are hooves. You can see the arches that would be created that go with that. And yeah, just covered in skulls. Some of them are other demon skulls, very clearly, like mainly this one, because it's got the Hellboy aesthetic of horns that have been cut off. And then, yeah, the sword is full of detail with different aesthetics on each side. Yeah, this is really nice. I kind of wish he actually had it had its face exposed and not just covered with a helmet, but c'est la vie. And he's in shiny golden armor. I appreciate it when games actually get full color artwork, because as many that have watched my painting videos might know, I have the tendency to more copy color schemes than create my own. Otherwise it takes forever. And I'm just better at copying with my painting or any art. But regardless, that's not the point. That's everything from these. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press the like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, feel free to share this video. Either way, you'll help this video get seen more. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press the dislike button. I won't mind, but please leave a constructive comment as to why. Also, feel free to comment in general, such as if you want to see any models from this or the core game painted in more detail, if you want to see a rules overview, or if you want to see a review of this game. You know, whenever I can get around to learning the game, that is, go ahead and ask. And if you want to see more like this, be it my unboxing videos, my painting videos, which I, regardless, plan to do for this somewhere down the line, even if people don't ask for, or my board game overview videos, which I don't know if I'm going to do for this, but we'll see. And anything else that I do on this channel, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.